Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 4, Hidden Inventory 4. Last episode was like, Gojo is dead. Fushiguro, whatever, killed the girl at the end there when she made the decision not to go through with the assimilation, and just that whole scene was just, I don't know, man. So that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. I was slightly confused about that last scene, the after credit, between Gojo and Geto. The people were applauding and everything, and then clearly Gojo had Rika's body in his hands and everything. I was confused about what exactly was going on, so I went back. So it seems like after Gojo defeated Fushiguro. I'm calling him Fushiguro because that's Megumi. That's his. Wait, is Fushiguro the last name? Whatever. He's Fushiguro's dad, so it's like that's why I'm calling him like that. I don't know his real name or whatever, but I think I was told that before, but I forgot. So after Gojo defeated him, they were looking through all the different locations where these star religious group people basically worshipped or something or other to try to find Rika's body. So Gojo's the one that found her first, and then Geto showed up there, and apparently he was healed by, I'm assuming she's the girl in the group. What was her name again? We don't really spend time with her. They just mention her here and there. Shoko, yeah, so that's her name. So he was healed by Shoko, and he was also, I'm guessing, also looking around for Rika's body, and then he showed up where Gojo was, and then Gojo was like, okay, should we kill these people? Because the way I'm feeling right now, it's not gonna do anything. Like, if I kill them, I'm not gonna feel bad about it or anything. And Geto, you could clearly see how conflicted he was. Like he also wanted to kill them all, but then he's like, you need a reason. We need a valid reason behind us killing these people, especially if you're Jujutsu sorcerers and all of that. So it's like, yeah, if you just kill somebody without a reason, not that killing people with a reason is good, but without a reason, it just makes you like a psychopath, like you don't care about human lives. That's what it makes you. So the fact that he's like, no, we need a reason, and yeah, so that's where it ended. I'm still trying to understand exactly. We're not there yet, but I feel like we're gonna be getting there slowly but surely. Like getting to where Geto just turned his back on becoming a Jujutsu sorcerer, and he just embraced the cursed spirits and those that like the evil people. Like what he turned evil. We still haven't gone there yet, but I feel like this is sort of like planting the seeds of what pushes him to get there, Last episode ended with Gojo assumed Gojo dead. Fushiguro killing Rika, and Geto just asking like, why are you here? And he's just said that he killed Gojo, and he's like, he died. And then they started fighting. He was using his cursed spirits, throwing them at Fushiguro, but it wasn't really doing anything because he figured already that Fushiguro made a heavenly pact. That's why he had all these physical abilities and everything. And not Gojo, Fushiguro was just like walking. He fell as they were walking, with Geto and Fushiguro, as they were walking, and Fushiguro was explaining his abilities and stuff, how he did his stuff. And as they were walking and all of that, I couldn't help but be reminded of, how in movies you have a house of mirror, kind of thing, and then you are looking for the bad guy or whatever, and you do the house of mirrors, and then you are talking to each other, but you don't really know where the bad guy is. That's how the scene felt to me. And Geto is like, I really don't care about what you're saying. And he also mentioned the fact that Fushiguro explaining exactly how his thing works makes him stronger, makes his technique stronger. I feel like they've said that before, but like it doesn't stick in my mind. So hearing that again, I guess it's nice to be reminded. And he didn't care about all that. He just wanted to know. What did he want to know? Either way, I don't quite remember. But the fight ended with him also being like sliced and diced. But in his case, Fushiguro did not kill him. He did not deal like fatal blows, because he's like, okay, with Geto's technique being curse manipulation, he absorbs all these curses and everything, in that Fushiguro didn't want to have to deal. If he killed Geto, maybe all those curses that he had absorbed will be released and everything. That would be like a whole lot of work on Fushiguro, and he didn't want to deal with that. So that was the only reason why he left Geto alive. And as he was leaving, he told them how him being this regular person or whatever was able to defeat all these Jujutsu sorcerers, and that he should keep that in mind going forward and everything. And you know how I believe during the movie Jujutsu Kaisen 0, right? Was it in that movie? I don't know. Geto used to think that Jujutsu sorcerers should protect the weak, but then now his stance is that he's against basically weak people, humanity and stuff. And with this, with Fushiguro not having any curse technique, not being a Jujutsu sorcerer or whatever, being able to defeat him, I wonder if that also, and with what he said, with what Fushiguro said to him, I wonder if that plays a part also in why he turned his back against the Jujutsu sorcerers in school and all of that. So I don't know. And this boy was just walking away because he did what he was hired for. He got paid by the leader, I guess, of the Star religious group. He got paid for his job, and then he was walking away. And then that's when Gojo showed back up. I'm like, oh, yes. Like I knew he wasn't dead. I just didn't like just seeing him like all like at the verge of death, like on the floor like that. I didn't really like that, So he showed back up, and then he's like, when Fushiguro stuck him with the sword and everything, he stopped focusing on defense and then started going. He basically learned the reverse curse technique or something or other like that, and that's how he was able to survive. And you know how in the previous episode he tried to use, was it blue or red? I think it was one of them, either blue or red. I'm forgetting which one it was. Probably the one that has to do with the reverse technique, because he didn't actually know how to do that yet, So whichever one it was, I'm thinking it's the blue one. So he's now able to do that pretty effectively. And as they were about to fight, like Gojo was all in the air and all that, he was just like the way Fushiguro described him as being high was so accurate, because that's how he looked like he was high on life, on the beauty of the world and all of that. And when he said that he's saying sorry to Rika because he doesn't actually feel anger about her being dead or anything, that he just in this euphoria state where I guess he can just sort of like see everything and all of that with his beautiful eyes and stuff. So he was just up there, and then Fujiko was just looking at him. He's like, something is wrong here. Something is wrong. But then he's like, nah, I can deal with it. And then they started fighting, and Gojo mentioned the fact that this guy must be from the Zenin clan. He used to be part of the Zenin clan, because when you are part of a clan and you have this technique that gets passed down through generations, there's also like a manual on how the technique works and everything. So the fact that Fushiguro knew about his technique means that he was also part of the clan. But then he's like, there's only a few, like a rare amount of people that actually know about holo purple, So Fushiguro was not expecting that, and so he used like red, blue, holo purple. So I'm gonna assume, I believe that must be the first time that he used holo purple, right? Because he has never been able to, up to that point, he hasn't been able to do. Oh, which one was it? I was trying to go through the episode again, but then my internet is just messing up with me. Like either the red or the blue. I feel like he usually does red first and then blue after. So I'm assuming that it's the reverse curse technique that's blue, and he didn't actually know how to do that properly yet. So after him being on the verge of death and discovering how to do it, then he was able to use holo purple for the first time, and that's how he was able to defeat Fushiguro. And then he asked Fushiguro what his last words were, and then it was at that moment that he sort of like remembered Megumi. And I'm still not quite sure why he forgets about his son. How do you forget about your son? Okay, and then he just told Gojo that in a few years his son was going to be sold to the Zenin clan, and that he should do what he wants with that information. I don't know. I'm just not sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why he forgets about stuff like that. Like how do you forget about your son? But okay. And then where was I going with that? Oh shoot. I lost my thought. Oh yeah, I was about to say, the holo purple destroyed half of his body. Not even like not even like the whole half, just like one hand and sort of part of the abdomen and all of that. And he looked like he died just like standing up and everything. When he just put his hand on that and just was collecting the blood, I'm like, yeah, he died standing up like that. So I'm like, okay, he's actually dead. I feel like I'm gonna be having a hard time believing that people are dead in this show, because you have all these curse techniques and everything. So it's like, is there something that could bring him back to life? So I'm like, I don't know. They could bring him back, all right? I don't know. At one point during the fight between Geto and Fushiguro, he tried to absorb his cursed spirit in which he houses all the tools, cursed tools. They say that he would make it smaller and then swallow it in his stomach and then whatever. So he tried to absorb that cursed spirit, but it did not work. And now at the end there, after Fushiguro was defeated and everything, you see the thing crawling toward Ghetto and calling and saying mommy. And I'm like, I feel like it's the same cursed spirit that was on Shiguro's shoulder, but I'm not quite sure. You know, I feel like it is. So it was walking toward Ghetto. I wonder if Ghetto is gonna absorb. They didn't show us absorbing it, so I wonder, is he gonna absorb it or not? I feel like he would, but then I'm not sure. And what was the curse spirit calling it, mommy? I don't know. There are probably other things that I could talk about, but I can't really remember right now. And my internet's not working. If I was able to scroll through the episode again, I could come up with other stuff to talk about. But right now, no. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to episode 5, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/feeling. And you can also see the full life of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Sa mère, suis-moi, 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 ce que pour peut pas trouver.